Hello there, it's me again, and just figure I'd do more of a complete and thorough introduction to the Church Bible Publishers website here, now that I have this new screen capture thing, and let's see how that works. And last night I was on this. I only got like 8 views or what have you. Let's see. How many views I get? So they can get the money. Yeah, by views. I thought more people watch it. I've had a lot of people watch my Francis and Francis and Friends videos, but maybe things have changed now. I don't know. We'll see. But sometimes it takes a while for it to build up. But anyway, so that don't let's say, well, not say anything really, but just to kind of go over this. The other day I posted some information about the Church Bible Publishers Thompson Chain Reference Bible, the new ones they're coming out with. But I didn't really do a whole lot of justice or anything, so I figured I'd just use the debut, whatever this thing is called, and just kind of go over it with you. I got some clothes in there drying, so that's probably what you hear in the background. And so let's just go the kind of overview it real quick to what their mission statement is right there. You can see all that. And let's see here. See if I can highlight it. That's right there. Come on. There you go. Let's see what it looks like through here. Oh, okay. Anyway, you can kind of pause that and read if you want. So, this is about us, about the staff, the missionary representatives. Frequently asked questions, our Bindery. We'll take a look at that here in a minute. Contact us, the cart. Now the Bibles. Actually, I didn't know they had Bindery specials. Check that out real quick. Bindery specials are Bibles that will remain intact during use but have flaws which our Bindery has determined make them unable to be sold as at the original cost. We're taking the time to match a picture of perfection in each Bible that is for sale. We will be able to supply additional pictures for each Bible due to the time required. All Bindery specials have been marked down to the appropriate selling price according to their condition. Let's see what's available here. Let's take a look at that real quick. See, number one. 40 to 60 bucks. What is that? Oh, imperfections there. Authorized King James Bible. And that one has probably the spines roll a little bit. Stitching on that one. The hub's been rubbed on that one. Yeah. Anyway, Ministry Bibles. Those are pretty. I used to have a whole box full of those. Suit Coat Bible, mid-size Thompson Chain Reference Bible, 75 bucks. Center Column Reference Bible, turquoise red leather. And you can see the selections here: calfskin, leather, cowhide, goatskin, lambskin, coat pocket, compact, hand size, mid-size, large size books, ministry support, other, and movies. Yeah, so let's take a look at their Bibles that they have. This is what I was showing the other day on there, and it didn't come out too pretty, but you know, this video here I think is going to be a whole lot better. And you can read a little bit more of this by clicking that. By clicking that. Okay, I'm clicking it. I've got to wait. I'm impatient. And so that's the patriotic Thompson Chain Reference Bible. And you can see the little pictures here and stuff like that. It's pretty neat. That's what that looks like. Wow, that's nice. That's $77. And I think every bit worth it. Let's see here. Let's go back to frame, or back to this one. The limited edition Thompson. That looks just like for some reason or other, that looks like a wide margin to me. I believe it is a wide margin. But as far as I know, they quit putting those out. Maybe that's not a wide margin. Nah, it's probably not. Kurt Bride doesn't put them out anymore. I had like 2 or 3 of them, but I always give them away. Let's see here. Now that's pretty. That's a beautiful Bible right there. Yes, sir. And that's $85. 85 smackaroos. Let's see, the Thompson Chain Reference Study Bible is designed for devotional reading, group study, individual prayer, preparing Sunday school materials, pastoral study, and preaching, and for Bible students of all ages, with over 10,000 references connected directly or indirectly through the Thompson Study System. This Bible is the most unique and complete topical study Bible system available, and is now available in large print. It's practically an ease of use to make it the most complete one-volume biblical tool available. Let's see here. It shows you the dimensions, the size, the weights right there. Thumb index, nope. Let's see, iron calfskin. Let's see what the reviews are. Let's check out that real quick. Good reviews on there. I almost ordered another one of these. It is a beautiful Bible print and it is absolutely perfect. Large. My wife calls it the Beast, but she wants to order her own style. She's eyeing the Common Man's Bible, so we'll see. Told her this is better for her eyes. Amazing Bible, perfect 10. I have this Bible ordered, number 65, when it first came out. Was very excited, but when I started reading, I noticed the block was crooked with more yap on the top and very little on the bottom, and also had 2 small holes in the back cover as seen on the CPB specials. But I am not one to complain, just letting you know to stay a little closer. I still use it every day with these defects. Overall, I get a very good Bible. Yeah. I understand. When you want a good Bible, you want if God's word is perfect, then you want the perfect Bible. It's understandable. Let's see here. Oh wow, hardback. I didn't know they had those. Well, actually, I didn't know they had those. I just didn't know they were $10. Wow. Check that out real quick. Give me a picture. Nope. Let's check out the this right here. Pull that one up there. Look at that. Wow. Full goatskin Bible. Note takers and lambskin. Large print, soul winning. New Testament. I'd rather have both. I'd rather have the whole Bible. Me myself. Wide margin cameo. Wow. What's that all about? Let's check that out real quick. Whoa, that's nice. Look at all that room you got there. Very nice. Note takers, Bibles, and Bindery specials. Already said that. Let's see here. Let's check out Build a Bible real quick. That's very interesting. Books. My email's been acting weird here lately from this new program I got, new update. Every time I get an email notification, it goes, it all comes at one time. It's ridiculous. Let's see here. Build a Bible. You can have your own choice of ribbons there. That's pretty neat. And it says, have you ever desired to build a Bible ribbon color count? Yours. Please understand the book. Well, I cannot have any additions or subtractions to its makeup. I agree with you. Why should it? See here what the spreadsheet looks like. Cool. Textile. Black. Okay. What was that one? Huh. I wouldn't say exactly it's building a Bible to your own specifications, but it's pretty darn close. I love seeing this. This right here, I don't know why, but I love seeing Bible blocks of gold. It just thrills me to death to see Bible blocks on that. Anyway, that's your styles, your coat pocket, hand size, large size, mid size. Text type would be center column, Thompson chain, Schofield, note takers, red, large print Thompson, suit coat pocket, and 120 RL cameo. Let's see here. A little key here. Oops. Dropped nice somewhere. Okay. See the customer reviews. Let's see what that says. Oh. Okay. Well, hand-signed Thompson Bible is a burgundy top green cowhide with 3/8 ribbon, 3 inches long. While it is visually beautiful, the top green cowhide is very stiff and will remain fairly stiff. Was hoping it would be a little more supple, but not a big deal. I still like it, and it's tough. The ribbons are amazing. Absolutely love them. At first I thought they might be too long, but now I don't think that at all. The paper quality is very good. Quite impressed. The font is small but quite readable for its size. The corner work and stitching is very sloppy with some little hiccups along the perimeter, and the page corners catch the sloppy corners, causing damage to the paper edges. I've decided to trim the corners to prevent this and tidy them up a bit because it was starting to ruin one corner with very little use. I really love this Bible. If it were not for the sloppy corner work and stitching, it would be a definite 5-star for me. The rest of this Bible is absolutely outstanding. Great job, you guys. Keep up the good work. I know it's probably hard working with the corners on such thick cowhide leather. I just received my Thompson chain hand size from Build a Bible today. I chose a black top green cowhide, somewhat stiff out of the box, but easily laid flat after breaking and folding 20 or so pages, forward, front, and back at a time. Paper is silky smooth to the touch. Print is bold, reported to be a 6-point font. With my glasses easily read. I used 250 reading glasses. Red letter is actually red. No noted pink shades. Have not as yet noticed any variation of pink print boldness in scanning to the Bible. I ordered the royal blue ribbons, which are of high quality and standard length. The extended length is available. Leather is thick, flexible, and smooth with subtle grain. Of course, all the leather is unique. I have the burgundy cowhide as well as the Schofield. The black cowhide is as thick as the burgundy. Burgundy is moist in comparison. Interior stitching in the corners is good. Cracking of paper is a minimum with page turning. I enjoy hearing the crackling. I do too. I love it. No noted crackling in gutter with running my finger through it. Of course, with a Thompson, you have a wealth of helps in the back along which will need colorful legible maps. I particularly enjoy their archaeological supplement. Cool. Okay, so let me go back to the Bibles real quick. And let's take a little overview of that. There are good Bibles in here. It's not just the Thompson Chain Reference Bible. There are a lot of other good Bibles, but that's the one I enjoy looking at most of the time. 11 large print, the large print. That's one I got right there. I think that's a little bit bigger than the Centennial edition of the Thompson. Then you got your mid-size Thompson chain reference, red, then that one, then your hand size. All very neat. Let's take a look at a Bindery here, Bindery video. Very neat video. I love this video. This is the second one they made. This one's like an updated version from the local church one. Let's see here.
There's something to be said for God's people putting together God's word for distribution for God's people to use. The Jews in the past have had to go to the Philistines to get their plows sharpened and their swords sharpened. And we shouldn't have to, as Christians, go to the world to get our Bibles made. Anybody can make a Bible, but we strive to make the best Bible we can using the talents that God has given us to make the Bibles that last.
Today we're going to give you a video presentation on how good quality Bibles are made. Hopefully it will explain to you why manufactured by hand is better than the industry standard nowadays. We trust that as you see what goes into the making of church Bibles, it will give you a greater appreciation to what you hold in your hand. We here at Gold Leaf Enterprises have been manufacturing church Bibles for over 10 years. Please take a moment to watch an overview of our processes and realize that each Bible made has 25 to 30 minutes of labor applied to produce it. Thank you for your time. Enjoy the presentation.
I wanted to say thank you for taking a minute to watch this video. We're here to show you how we take a Bible in printed pages and turn it into a finished book. It comes in pre-printed and already sewn. It looks like this. The pages have been sewn together, but they're not glued. And we take it through about 25 different steps and turn it into a very nice, finished, completed Bible. Now we're going to show you how we nip our books when they first come in to help flatten the spine. We straighten the edges, put it in here, and the machine pinches the spine, which is thicker because of the sewing and the folded edges of the paper, and it takes and helps the book to lay flat through the rest of the process. At this stage, we're going to glue the spines together so that the pages don't move around freely anymore. Stack them 6 high, as straight as we can, because once the glue is applied, we don't have the ability to change it. Leads to a better finished quality book. At this stage then, we're going to continue. We're going to glue off the pages. Spread the glue on with a roller as evenly as we can, and then we set it aside and let it dry for a few hours. Now that we've glued and separated the pages, we're going to insert the end leaf into the front and rear of the Bible that we will let ride with the process, and then in the end we will glue it in. At this point, we're going to take the Bibles and smash them on this machine, take all of the air from between the pages and get them nice and tight for when we trim them smooth. Got them in here, and we've got them centered on our machine, and now they've been smashed, we'll take them out and reload. Now that we've inserted, smashed, and glued off, the books are ready to trim the rough edges off the final and get them close to their final size. We have pre-programmed settings in here for each different style of Bible. And now we'll trim the side. And then it automatically resets for the new setting. And then we'll trim the foot. And we'll turn it around and we'll trim the head. We've gotten rid of a little bit of waste paper and have made a somewhat finished sized Bible.
And it's so new.
Okay, at this step we're going to clamp up their trimmed Bibles and get them ready for sanding. Each Bible has different amount. This one in particular has 19 Bibles in a clamp that when we get done with the clamp, it allows us to spin them freely on all three sides to allow us to smooth the edges and get ready for the gilding process. Okay, we tap the block to get everything as square as possible and tight and make it to where we have less sanding to do. Now we're going to take the clamp and move it into sanding. To begin the process, we spray a light black dye on the edges so that we can see any imperfections that we've missed. We hit it with a 100 grit belt, and then we do it with a 150 grit belt, and then we put the corners, the rounded corners, on with a router. Then we orbital the corners with a 150 grit and a 220 grit, and then we come back and we do the flat sides of the clamp with a 220 and finally a 320 grit belt. We are getting ready to spray a dye underneath the gold, which is what's called art gilding. All church Bibles are art gilded. We spray a light brown gold dye underneath the gold and an adhesive to help the gold stick. Now we're going to cut a piece of foil. At this point, we're going to melt the gold on the edges of the Bible. We do 2 flat sides, and then we do the corners by hand with the corner roller and melt them 3 corners together to give it a very beautiful corner on your Bible. And then we do the 3rd flat side, and we do the 2nd corner with the corner roller by hand. We have unclamped the Bibles out of that gold brick, and now the pages are all stuck together, so we loosen them up and open them by hand.
That is so satisfying.
That allows all the pages to be not stuck together when you get your Bible new off the shelf. We're going to insert the ribbons in the Bibles. We take each individual ribbon and put them at a random depth in the Bible, and put them in. And then there's a little protective page that was attached, keeps the white pages clean through the process. At this stage, we are going to take the Bibles and turn them and put the round in the back of the spine. We heat the glue on the that we've applied earlier, and then we run it through the rounder, and it puts the actual round in the back of our Bible. We then leave them in the cooling racks until the glue has absorbed or retained its round. We then stack them in piles of 6 for the next process, which is called headbanding. At this stage, we're going to do what's called headbanding. We're gluing the ribbons in. We'll glue the ribbons down. Now we're gluing the footband on. And then we'll come to the other end and glue the headband on. They just give a little finished trim to the edge of the Bible when it's in its cover. Now that we have the headbands and footbands, we're going to apply the mesh, and that gives the Bible strength and holds it together so that it doesn't fall apart inside the cover. So now we're going to apply a liberal amount of glue to give the mesh, get it tightly secured to the pages, as well as to give a glued substrate for the tube material. The tube is folded into 3 sections, and then that split section is attached to the spine, giving a solid attachment for our cover.
That's what you call really
We're
building.
going to open the spine, the flaps to the spine width that we need to where they fit on the Bible properly. The edge of the flaps here is what becomes the hinge point of our cover. And it's not hinging on paper, it's hinging on the lining of the cover. Okay, at this step now, we're going to case the Bible together, which is putting the cover onto the Bible to give it a finished look. It's gluing the spine and the flaps, and then we'll put it on, gluing the cover directly to the tube, as well as the flaps come over the edge of the Bible. In this process, we are tipping that black piece of paper that we inserted way back at the beginning of the process. We're taking it out. It now matches the front edges and the corners of the Bible. And we're gluing it in. And then it gives you the finished look on the inside of the Bible. Okay, this is the inspection phase. She's looking for scratches on the gold, imperfections of any form that we find, folded pages, just any errors that we can find, so that we do the best as humanly possible to ship you a perfect book in an imperfect world. Then we put an item number on the title page and a business card to pass out to your friends. At this stage, they've been inspected, and now we're banding them with two-way band paper to protect them between here and the final customer. And then we put an item number on the outside so that we know what Bible is in there. Right at this stage, we're shrink wrapping, putting the plastic around it, getting ready to send it, box it for the final stages.
Isn't that such a great video? I mean, that was so satisfying to me just to watch that. And man, I wish I had a job doing that. That would be great. I won't care so much how much I got paid as long as I can do something like that to get God's word out. Wow. Isn't it great to know God accepts you just because you're in the beloved? David Flank has a lot of great things to say. I really like him. He's very much in love with God's Word, the Authorized Version. Anyway, let's see here. Anyway, I just wanted to show you that real quick, and I know it's kind of, how many minutes ago on this thing here? About 32 minutes. Anyway, I just want to get that out to you and tell you a little bit more about the local church Bible publishers and things like that. And this is the Dennis Denew and his wife, and that's Rob's dad, Rob Denew's father and mother. Very nice guy, this Dennis. I talked to him several times over the phone. Yeah, so anyway, just wanted to get that out there to you. And so, well, I'm going to finish it up, and we'll see you later.